Can we? Yeah. Oh, no. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Mighty High's World. This is episode 66, and the last episode we spent our time in the Nether, creating some Nether portals and linking some vitally important areas up, like the end portal, and also for a witch farm, which we will get on soon, but not in today's episode, because I've got an awesome episode for you lined up today, because we're going to be taking to the skies. Yes, I don't mean in the terms of me having an elytra either. I mean, we are going to be building a rocket and a platform for it as well, and I am standing on that platform right here. So this is where we're going to be building it, on this circular platform here, and I've got a really cool design for the rocket as well. So we're going to be building that at 2, and the only thing I don't have a design for is the holding platform, because I was debating whether it should be up in the sky or whether it should be down here on the platform ready to launch. So it's going to be ready to launch, so it'll be down here on the platform, but I do plan in maybe building another rocket, probably over there somewhere in the sky. I think that would be a cool idea, and then that platform we're going to have like loads of spaceships and futuristic stuff on. So I've got some resources in my inventory and in these lovely shulker boxes. So we've got some hoppers and some blast furnaces, the new blocks we're going to be using for decoration this time. No function, just decoration, because I quite like the way this block looks. So for an example, if you can hide the front of these like that, then you've got yourself a cool little metal table or something. But I'm going to use it for something else, but I won't show you that now. The first thing I really need to do is build this platform out. So I've laid some black concrete as markers. I've got a load more concrete in these shulker boxes here, so loads of black concrete there, and loads of bone blocks in this one, which we're going to be using for our build. And then in this shulker box we should have some black concrete and some white concrete that we're going to be using. The green lime concrete is for the platform, I reckon, and then we're just going to be using black and white concrete. I think I might have other plans for this, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's get on with placing down the concrete for the base, and then we can finally start on planning this rocket. Alright, so as we fly in, you can just about see the platform here, and here it is. How cool does this look? I decided to use green and yellow in the end because these colours are quite bright, and you're definitely not going to miss that anytime soon, are you? So that's the reason that I've gone through these colours. Also, it's more futuristic than just using black and white like a normal launching pad would be. So I quite like this design. This design is going to be copied on this platform as well when I get round to it, but for now we've got a blank canvas, as you like, so we can actually start building the rocket now. So why don't we get started doing that? So it may or may not look a bit odd because the rocket is based on one block like that. Instead, this platform is actually based around 4 blocks. So it might look a bit funny, but I'm hoping it won't look too bad. I mean, I couldn't even build it on one of these platforms because they're a 4x4 as well. So I'm gonna have to build this roughly in the middle, probably about here. Hopefully, because of the size of this, you won't actually notice it. But let's get on with building the bottom of this rocket for now anyway. And by that I mean by building the thrusters of the rocket. So why don't we get on with that? Alright, so we've got our platform on the bottom, and if we look up, we've got what is going to be the basis for our rocket. So this is going to be where the thrusters are. So what I was thinking of doing is using some hoppers, some black concrete, and also the new blast furnaces. And this is a rough idea of what I'm going to do, but if we just put a square of black concrete like that, and then if we can, let's add a sea lantern in the middle of that as well, like so, if I don't chuck them around, that is. Right, so let's give us some light, and then what I was planning on doing is adding these blast furnaces all around here like this, so that the blast bit itself is actually facing away from the structure, so it's facing inwards to that sea lantern there. So let's place these down like that, and it's because I want to keep that back texture there, which I think looks really cool as like a jet or something like that, or you could use it as that anyway, as I am now, but it's really annoying to place sometimes like that. So we've got our blast furnaces in like that, and the next thing is going to be cool is we're going to just add these furnaces, add these hoppers even, not furnaces, like that, and then we're going to add another sea lantern there, then we add another hopper there, and then add another hopper there, and that is the basis of our thruster, and I think that looks pretty cool. So we're going to have another one about here, so let's just add that in like so. So we're going to have another thruster probably about there, give or take. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea, but these are going to be the smaller ones, this is going to be the big one, these are going to be the smaller ones on the four corners. And I think this will look pretty cool once it's done. So why don't I get on with that, and then we can build the actual structure for this thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what we've come up with. So I think these look like pretty cool thrusters to me. I mean, you kind of have to use your imagination with these things, but just imagine that the fire or smoke or whatever you want to call it comes out at the ends here, and the same on this one, and that the rest is just shielding, and I think this looks awesome. So we've got our base for the rocket now. We need to build the actual tool part of it. I have no idea what it's called. I'm just going to call it the base of the rocket. So let's get up to that platform there, and we can actually start on planning this one out. So now we're up on the top here. I've got some concrete powder here, and we need to go up a good 35 blocks, I think, to make this proportion. So that's from the middle here anyway. I'm using black, and we need to go up 35 blocks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we've made it to the top at last, and yes, if you have noticed, I had to go to sleep because there's loads of mobs down here because I didn't light it up once I turned it into concrete. But hopefully we can get rid of this creeper and then go down there. So this is 35 blocks from them bone blocks down there. So let's go down here quickly. Hopefully we don't die. So my plan is to fill all these going up in bone blocks and then leave the edges for black concrete like this. So then these will be bone blocks as well going up like so. And then same on this side and the other side as well. So let's just do that quickly just so you guys get a good idea of what I'm on about. So we've got a circle basically with bone blocks and with black concrete, which I think will look cool. So this concrete is going to go all the way up here, the same with these bone blocks as well. So it could take a while, but let's get up to about that height there. And yeah, kind of had a few problems trying to get up on that pillar, so had to use dirt instead. But anyway, let's see how far we can get with building this rocket. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so as we fly into our base, you can see the structure of our rocket now, and yes, it is pretty tall. I am not going to lie. It's going to be taller than this platform here by the looks of it, but I don't mind that. I mean, it's looking pretty cool at the moment, and I've just run out of rockets, so gonna have to get some of them. But as you can see, you've seen the thrusters on the bottom, then we've got a long neck for the base of it, and then on the top is going to be a kind of satellite thing, and also a normal rocket top with like a cone kind of shape on the top. But we'll get to that later. for now, I think it's a good idea to build some fins on this thing, because that's what I imagine a rocket would do, is have some fins on it, because it's not like the rockets we have today where it's propelled, where the rocket takes a ship up into the sky. This one is going to be its own ship with fins on it, and that's the kind of design I have. So if we just get down here quickly, hopefully there's no mobs, and there isn't. So the idea is, if we can get up, I'll just use this for now. I've got some quartz on me, and quartz is an awesome block for this. So if I place some out, we're going to go out about 4 blocks, but we're going to go up in like a thin layer, as a fin would. So for example, we'll go up about 4 blocks here, maybe 5, then let's call it 6 actually, then we go in again, and then we go up another 4 or 5 blocks like so. So that's what, 4, let's call it 5, then we go in once more, and then we go up 3 blocks, and then we hit this place, and then we can go up another 5 or 6 blocks. That's the kind of basic structure of it. And what does that look like? See what I mean? You can kind of see the fin shape there, but it might need to be a bit taller. So what I'll do is I'll play around with this kind of shape here and see what we can come up with. Alright, so as we fly in, you can see it's starting to take shape of a proper rocket now. And I think I've got the proportions of these fins worked out now. And it's going to stay like this. And I've got them on all 4 sides. I was planning to only do 3 of these, but then I thought, why not just make it symmetrical and have them all on the 4 sides instead of just having 3 of them. And I think this looks pretty cool actually. So I need to finish off doing these fins, which is pretty easy actually. They're not going to be big. They do stick out a bit, but not as much, and also it's in pretty decent proportion to this platform as well. Mind the creeper explosion I just had there. I've got to patch that up at some point. But these fins aren't going to be hard to build, so let's just get scaffold up there quickly. I do need to convert some black concrete though, but I think I've got some down here somewhere, just to show you quickly. Alright, so I've got some black concrete now. So what I'm going to do with the black concrete is go around this outline like that with the black concrete, and then we can scaffold a bit higher up hopefully. So then we can get up here, and then basically I'm just going to outline this area with the black concrete like so, and then we go out and then up again, and then this is obviously going to be a block out from the white from the quartz. So let's just do that quickly, and then I'm getting rid of these just for resources sake more than anything. So that's going to stop there, and look how cool this looks. Just giving that bit of detail to it does give it a world of, does make it look pretty cool. So if you can imagine that on the other side, and then in the middle here, what I'm going to do is, if we can just get in there, I'm going to use the quartz like this, and then we can just basically fill this area in with quartz like that. And if we can get up a bit more, that will be cool. So let's just use some scaffolding to go up, and then fill this bit in again quickly. No, not down, up please, thank you. So if we fill that in like so, get down here quickly. I think we've got a bit more to do on the bottom. Nope, I think that's it then. Cool. So let's break that scaffolding, fly around, and then see what that looks like. So yeah, I've missed the bottom of it, but you can kind of see what we're getting at here. So if we just land here, and then we can add another bit of concrete, quartz there and there, we can get rid of that as well. So you kind of get the idea of this, what I've got planned just by looking at the top of this. So I'm going to do this around all 4 sides, and then we can actually get on with building the top of this rocket. Alright, so as we fly into our base, you can see that we've actually got quite a decent rocket structure here now, and you can see the fins here with the quartz black concrete, and I've also used white concrete because I just don't have enough quartz to build this all in quartz, shall I say. So the white concrete was supposed to be quartz, but I just don't have enough, so I've gone and used white concrete, and we're missing a block there, but I'll sort that out. So as you can see, it looks like quite a decent structure now. So we've got to put the head on, and we've also got to make it look a bit more circular than it actually is. But let's do the fine details later. We need to land on here if we can. Nope. Okay then. So the next thing we need to do is the head of this, and I've got a pretty decent idea for this, but we're going to be using prismarine for the top, so it looks somewhat different, like it's launching a satellite on its nose basically. I think that's the idea of this. So I did say we were going to have a cone-like structure, and that cone-like structure is going to be the satellite this rocket's launching. And also we could put stuff on the inside of this, so it can be like some kind of living quarters as well. So we're sending people to outer space in luxury. So why don't I get some resources and we can figure out the top of this guy. Alright, flying in again, and you can just about see the top of the rocket here in, that's it, dark prismarine. So this is the colour I've decided to use. One, to distinguish it from the rest of the rocket, and also because it's supposed to look more like a satellite than a rocket. So that's why I've decided to use dark prismarine, but I'm also going to use some quartz as well. So let's get down here. Hopefully we can quickly. We're just filling this space here with dark prismarine like this. And on the other side quickly. I think we could just get away with just doing that, to be honest with you. So we've got this kind of shape here now. So what I want to do is add some smooth quartz half slabs here on the bottom where I'm just placing them now. Not there. Nope. There. And all the way around, and then we get our smooth quartz and we just add layers to it basically, like we did with the fins, but this should end up being some kind of decent cone shape once we've done it. So let's just go up here with that and these two, hopefully, and I'm out of quartz. So that quartz is starting to make it look pretty decent now. So let's try and get in the middle of here. Awesome. And then just jump up here quickly, do this side as well. Then we can get in the middle, so we need a junk block really. Let's just use that as a junk block in the middle of these. Oh, didn't do that apparently. Cool. So then we need a junk block there, and then we just pillar up with quartz again like this until we reach the top. So we're almost at the top now. Let's just place these final ones in. So we're at the top now, so that should look pretty decent, like a cone satellite kind of thing, and that's exactly what I was looking for. I've just used the last of my rocket, but now we have some prismarine stairs, which I think looks awesome with the quartz. So I'm going to put these on the top like this, facing in that way. Hopefully we can get in quickly, and then on the bottom here, so the same again basically, facing this way though, and then hopefully we can get into the corner. No, apparently not. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, we're back up top now, so let's just put these stairs in like this, and hopefully we can get across here. It's kind of like a bit of a jumping game around here, but we could get it done. So we've got two more to put in, I think. So that's one and that's two. I'll just check this corner, and yep, that's done. So that should be that. So let's just have a little fly. What? Oh, this game. So let's just have a little fly around, and that is looking pretty cool now. So the only thing we've got to do is cap it off, and I just completely missed that landing, so let's try again. Alright, so we're at the top now, so the only thing we need to do really is cap this off, and by using some prismarine walls I think we can do that, because we've got a sea lantern in the middle. I think that will look cool, but we can actually add stairs along this side here, I think, so that will be cool. And then we can move that sea lantern up, but I'll just add another one there, and then we can add about 5 of these prismarine walls. So that's one. Can I even get up there? Apparently not, so let's just jump on that. Hopefully we can get that quartz block back. Okay, that was a bit of a nuisance. That didn't work very well. Let's use another block then, and we can get rid of that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is the top of our rocket. So if we fly around and take a look at it, you can see the top looks pretty much like a cone, and it's in proportion to the rest of the body as well. And I think that looks pretty awesome if you ask me. The only thing I've got to do now is connect this part to the actual body, which isn't going to be too much of a problem. It's just going to be a bit annoying because I'm not entirely sure what blocks I can use. Most likely it's going to be either concrete, or I could add some prismarine stairs into it if I got more of them. But let me have a think about it, and I'll get back to you once I've done this. Alright guys, so this is what I've come up with, and you may think that the top of this is a bit flat, and I kind of agree, but at the same time it kind of gives that charm as well. So I'm going to leave it like that because I quite like it. And instead of using prismarine, I've actually used quartz. So that's a nice change as well, and it's all smooth quartz as well. And I've also as you could see on there, I've placed string all on these blocks as well, which took some time and was pretty annoying, and I've placed string where I need to place it so mobs don't appear. So let's have a flyby, and as we come in it actually looks like a rocket, which is awesome. So this project isn't complete yet. We still got to make a stand for the rocket and also an entry system, and also if we can just get in the rocket like this. Can we? Yeah. Oh, no. Whoa, that was close. Okay, we've got a mob problem in there, but we can do some stuff in the inside as well because it's quite big in there. So let's deal with these guys quickly if we can. Yeah, there's quite a few of them, isn't there? Day, what are you doing? What? Okay. Oh, okay, goodbye, thank you. So yeah, we've got a lot of space on the inside, so I'm sure we can do some stuff in there. But with my pinecone face, I am out of time for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Mighty High. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been Mighty High, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye!